The next step in the line, they didn't quite behave themselves for a split second. Off the back of that right hand. That was a damaging shot. 20 seconds remaining. Just did well there to avoid another right hand. Good body shot to Ricky. I think that's spotted the other way in as well. Good finish to the round here. Build those memories like winning. Old challenger returns to serve as the ultimate England 5 of 9 sports. Well, listen to me. Welcome back, everybody. And if you look at the boxing, things will come. Yeah, we were very sharp in that round, wasn't it? That one had to be seen. The delay reaction. Now that we stepped back, I think he realised this. He's in good right there. And then had a couple of other leads straight and they were impressive. Nicky corner, as I mentioned, they're just telling him to set things up with a jab, just keep boxing in the opening to present themselves because Axe has come here to win and he's got to keep getting onto the front foot. He's going to keep trying to throw, he's going to keep trying to get himself and that will leave some gaps and he basically will have his chances of exploiting them. Yeah, but he boxed it really well, found his range now, found his looking sharp, he's finding talent. I think he doesn't need to rush anything, he doesn't need to look for the knockout. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing, set his attacks up behind the jabs, behind the feints, the beating, and the big shots still come. I think what Danny was telling him was to not throw big shots. So the more relaxed he can stay, sharper and harder the shots will come in.
I'll get 400 wins. Leonard Reaper.
The little hands are working wonders on the back jab, stepping in, short right hands. With the left hook there.
Is that I think.
Instructions for it. I think he was going about his business. He's not looking for those big signals. Very cheap. He's only boxed 19 in his 5 prior to this, so he's got that luxury time as well to get potentially.
Since I've been exposed to these.
It's good that he's just slowing things down and taking his time. Stays on that knee, or the gets back up. He knew it was near the end of the round, but better way to finish the round there. anyone looking for the knockout, we just did the video as well with the middle of a top combination
Don't keep
together.
that
This is the lady's best shots. See, just a little lay back right hand. Double up on it again, a little on his screw shot. Left through the middle. And that's what that was trying to say. When you
I'll
say it,
pick it.
you know, no big
Oh,
shots, just
I won't quite the rest of it. I'll do this until like 11:30. And I'll
Ready, Lawrence? Okay. I want you to look up for this round. All the hands, with your feet stay switched on.
Alright, so I'm going to look later. Okay, then.
In the black flags in the white, and that's dropped to me at the end of that previous round. It wasn't really hurt, but it was accumulation, maybe. Just dropped down to that right game. Knew exactly where it was and what was going on. He took the
Yeah, if you want to try and get it, you can. So here's a lot of people in this game. Over 137. I can get through this easily now.
You see that?
You can't get on now, you know.
Just to stay out of the way.
Yes.
Stay switched on. This is Trevor was telling him.
Yes.
He's very good at just flicking the jab away for you to complete the jab. It was that lay back, sit back, sits outside your jab, comes back with a nice right hand, walks you onto the shot.
So yes, I've got this early today. I need to get that. I feel so for that now. I don't have any robots. I'll get another amount of so then I will have what that. I'll go to 400 again. I'll get it.
Yeah, I've been very impressed with him. I think he's very smooth, great skills, good combination of punches and array of punches. And really,
Let's get
bravery, but I think the fight's beyond him. It's how Sam Ricky can win the fight. Can he go push on, get the stoppage, and how he goes about getting the stoppage now is what I'd like to see.
After this fight, I think we're expecting him to get a little louder here at the Free Arena in Dublin because we've got 3 Irish fighters and actually it's Joe Ward who gets him started. We touched on him a bit earlier, but how much looking forward to seeing him back in the ring after what it seems to be
He's always had that talent. It was just a start from 3 hours now. It's going to come from the job on the start.
Right, Andy, that's you.
So it's the second half of this one scheduled for 8.
He's got a pragmatic one. which is pretty useless because there's a lot of other ones.
And as Andy was saying, it's just a question really of can he turn the
Leave.
tree, can he find those gaps, those angles that do enough damage to potentially stop it. This is obviously a very good condition for this fight. It's come with ambition as well. It's just a still
He's
differential
lucky
between
well
these two.
tough,
With
so
the
we'll
lace
just
needing
get
to be
back to there.
done up there for Vicky.
Yeah, we want to see him continue the scoop, but not at the cost of losing his shape. His composure, good with class. And actually, I think
Trouble is that band
they
deposit
that's when he gets
was to make the rest to be paid by June 2027.
anyway.
Audio wise.
Interesting to see how action goes as well. This corner is absolutely folded. You've been pulling like the last round, so we'll see what
She says she sent us an email.
So only level 60.
Actually stepping it behind the jump up like that. It's really just
Yes, I get a little bit more history. I've also played Scrap Secrets or something. Probably not stream. So yeah, I don't think it will not
The
shop
gold
it's
3-bedroom
boring.
caravan, 1,260.
Gets boring very fast.
Priority arrival, £59. Oh, come on,
Yeah,
minus 153. Ball, Rebecca Floyd, badge fence. So, price 1,175. 75 10, 1194.
The jump very effective in that hip kick. 2 jabs, 3s, 4 jabs, one after the other there. And then he steps in with the right hand. Good straight shots.
showing that this is around for action. It's a better
For free care.
I'll transfer £75 on Monday.
So next up after this
Like,
is
keep more
the
time.
return of Joe Ward. He's been away for a long, long time. He was an absolutely sensational amateur, one of Ireland's best ever. The only thing that was missing was an Olympic Games medal. It was on the end of some strange officiating in Rio in 2016.
We'll be playing this a lot more tomorrow, so yeah.
He's a man on a mission as well, though. Undefeated as a pro. Also had a good international amateur career. These two never tangled when they were wearing the vests, but they tangled tonight. Kasparin's got that quiet kind of menacing demeanour about it. So it's okay to finish off camps with Pat Barron. He feels a real affinity with that. He'll be part of the core team tonight. It's the sixth to go on this one, scheduled for Eddie in the black, Axe in the white.
Look, I like then I should get.
That was the closest round of the fight so far. I would say round 5.
So need to do one more times to get to the next one. So 4 more times. more times. Wait.
Again, nice double jab though from Mickey there. Both snapping the head back to gunshots come out.
No.
Still doing everything he can there, actually trying to land his own shots.
Yeah, he could have paced himself a little bit too. He hasn't done that many rounds because he scored so many knockouts.
And now time. I know time.
It's almost like he's able to place
Oh, yes, I'm strained.
that counts then. Wasn't far away. To right hand. But it's just short for Nicky. Well, it's fine everything in round
The
two.
warning very nice pickups. Just weekend.
See what he's trying to do. He's just trying to get throw up back hand over this.
This is 3,000. It's local. 3,000. 3,500. So much I found 500.
Gary Hale telling me that he needs to up it basically, that he's allowing Axe to take a little bit of a breather. He's got to increase the temperature quite simply. It doesn't mean he has to rush things, it doesn't have to overly force things, he's got to turn that heat up. Meanwhile, over in the other corner, for experienced corner with Carl Ellis and Jamie Sheldon, Axe has been top 2 more. They're encouraging him basically. They feel like man is doing well. He's losing to get themselves in here too, because that is a brutal knockout from Sam Hickey. He went down in an absolute heat there, Brad. You can tell when a fighter goes down like that with their legs flat underneath them. They have been switched off. He's looking to get back. Just keeping it down. Which is exactly what they should do. His eyes are open. He celebrated very briefly there, but very, very briefly. And just telling his supporters to make sure they dial it down until everybody knows that the opponent is okay here. He's getting all the attention that he needs here. Brad Axe. The doctor's gone into the ring nice and quick. They've got him on his side. And he's brought supporters here too. They'll have supporters watching on from home. And they will be worried. They will be distressed by what they've seen. Now, just as we were saying that he needed to raise the temperature. He
Get
managed
the
to
final
walk his man
one.
into one on the inside.
Looking to nope,
And it landed absolutely flush.
nope.
And you see
I'll
somebody
get
go
the
down like
final
that.
given by the
Now it's
best
pressure
player
comes to landed. So
trade.
it's a bit of short term.
Well, he's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's just good to see.
Well, it'll be disappointing. It'll be disappointing that the fight has ended. Fighters don't fear disappointment. They don't fear physical impact.
Yeah.
Definitive wins. That's what they dreaded more than anything else. Captains need to great ovation. Stop with crowd.
Oh, that's best trade of the game.
Well, let's have a look. As he just stretched for the right hand there. A short right hand.
And that's his shot, isn't it? We've seen it now a couple of times where he's scored big knockouts with a shot that hasn't got that largest short right hand. The accuracy of it, he really steps in with it. He gets a lot of power, really generates a lot of power, pushing up that back foot.
You can see that he was trying to get that shot off all from the 6-7 rounds. It's the one that is relaxed, it's calm, he's just through it, he hasn't thought about it, is the one that's done the most damage.
And it hasn't traveled very far at all. So he was really strong right hand, but he got he got good power in it. Back leg, bent knee, really pushed up the back foot, really generated a lot of power in a short, very short space.
Right, actually, in the corner there, getting the gloves taken off. It was a beautiful box out because everything was perfect, wasn't it, really? The way it transferred, the biting point on it, the point of impact. People will tell you that if you land at 70 to 80% of full extension, that's the really sweet spot. It had all of those things, didn't it?
But it's having covered the distance, he had him at the end of the jab, and it covered, changed the distance, moved it quickly, bent the knee, and pushed it. And it was, like I said, it was a short, and he didn't travel very far at all. But he covered the distance quickly with his feet. After setting it up, after keeping him right up the jab, he then coming quickly with his feet.
Well, he's a special fighter, Nicky. He's a very good amateur. He's adapted well as a pro now. He's got a lot going for him because he's got these kinds of eye-catching knockouts. It's what people come to see. It's what people take notice of in the days afterwards. That kind of highlight reel. He can sell tickets. There's a lot more to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially at 27 seconds, round number 7. Your winner, by way of a knockout, he is still undefeated, Tricky.
He had to work for the opportunity there. Sam Hickey.
1,000 million.
And he delivered another crushing finish. That's this experience, which is great to see. We'll be hearing from Hickey.
Maybe the number 2,000 million. I'll be getting the 50 you don't know
As he always does on that, he's ready now to have a chat with him.
Congratulations, you got a bonus for your performance in form. Like, how optimistic are you of getting another one here tonight?
Listen, if they come, they come. I'm just here to put a good performance. And if they pick up the performance of the night, so be it. And it's going to be the one to
You certainly put on a good performance. The fans, you have so much support.
I'm trying to get into it now.
Wow, what a fight. How badly do you want to get the likes of Sky Sports Boxing up to Scotland?
Listen, I've been saying it since I turned pro. I want to bring back next to Dundee, Glasgow, whatever. I've got 200 travel here this weekend. Look at the noise they're making. And I've got some Irish support in here as well. So look at the Irish fans. These are the ones. Let's get you all going.
You've stepped yourself in that foul. That's fine. I mean, we know you want to keep that momentum going. We know you want to be busy. When can we expect to see you out again?
Hopefully sooner rather than later. I've got a little wiggle in my hand after that fight. But respecting my opponent as well, Brad. Milani, he's a tough lad. And he'll come again. I think I want to pay for his hands for Paul Nolan Kennedy. We'll watch his hand. And we'll think to him and his family. And they're both together. And he's in my phones all the time. And we'll get like. Thank you so much. We got the support. Let's hear it again.
Yeah, I think we got the support that's not been found down the Irish fans here in the Three Arena this evening. Right, a good night. Let's go ahead and set it up because coming up next, Islands with Joe Ward makes a good return after the years away.
Always looking for the
Yeah, cheers. Available 21,045 pounds. Anyone else think this week's will been off you? Yeah, absolutely. Right? And all these rooms overnight on my favorite flight. What? You didn't check tomorrow? I got one for 130. You have to check tomorrow. Oh, yeah, prove it. On Trivago, you can compare hotel prices.
See? Same hotel. £80 less.
You didn't check Trivago? I didn't check Trivago.
Check Trivago and you could save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
Vitality is your health.
I got a drink.
Free cinema tickets. Treats. I'm rather fond of them. Aren't you? Vitality, your health's best friend.
So yeah. As you can see.
Wow.
It's charming. What story did you like?
Available from Friday on Sky Cinema. The arena here in the Irish capital. It'll take some, yes, and not so much. Well, this might be all tell you about the football season, which is on that basis. So you remember to watch over 1,500 live lectures across the Premier League, the EFL, WSL, and Scottish Premiership this season.
That's the one we're looking at go color.
Kicks off on Friday, and the and the WSL. Right, like I said, there's 3 fights still to come this evening. We've got Joe Ward in action next, who was an absolute standout. Irish amateur. His pro career is a really stop start. But he returned to the ring there a few years away against Oxford.
The transition from amateur to pro is really straightforward, and boxing history is littered with fighters who could have made this. Sean Ford is one of Ireland's best ever amateurs. Now he's trying to replicate it as a professional.
Still holidays,
The
isn't it?
injury on debut represents quite their start, but the talent is undeniable. That's a perfect record, 14 wins, and only 2 men see the final bell. 100%
That's a good process.
And this was good and still catch fire.
I'm being put upset.
Oh,
If I
yeah.
didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't do it.
Not much to go the other way around. They want to do that first. Yes, and it's- I don't think that.
It's been a hard road for us. Because he gets export, move to the Netherlands. But as is the case for a lot of young men, he found boxing with international amateur career now undefeated as a pro. With the point he feels the opportunity that he's been waiting for. He can change his life.
Mhm.
It's so alive for war tonight. Quite simply, it's the time for one of Ireland's greatest ever amateurs to start his glory as a pro. The talent is undeniable. The pro career so far has been underwhelming. He has been avoided. It is Irish no reward. He has the opportunity here to show people what he can do. And quite simply, he must take it.
Does it just imply that I'm not so so it does sound like the inside. Oh, hello, Cookie. How are you? How are you, Cookie?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go to the
I think I just keep getting this 500 person again.
Introducing to your friends, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing Southern Black, he weighed officially 174.2 pounds. and 14 professional fights. He is perfect in the ring with 14 victories, including 12 big wins coming by way of knockout, presenting the undefeated light heavyweight fighting out of Manchester, England. Here is Archer, the Tank Warrior!
I think I need to get 150 now. So yeah, that's where I got something good. You need 500k to even buy the next song, which is Desert, I think. I believe. So yeah. Maybe 2 more days, and then do it. Hopefully. It shouldn't be that hard to get big because I've got money. Oh. I need to look. So yeah, I'll get this 15k, then I should be able to go to the next world. And then I'll do that if I can. Because I can probably get for 125. Sure. But yeah, I think so. Oh mate, come on, you've been here for like 10 minutes. I've already gone through once. Need to do one more. Going to get my 4k worth. Which isn't that one. Not worth it. Got that one. This one, 60,000. This one. I want to see how much the top one is. So this one's there, but got 80 meters.
Issues that the audience have his man will be on him most of the time. He's going to try
and hold
space. I think Joe's going to try and walk the most straight left hand and left for us as well. Good body shots and that's very good. What Joe's going to do is hold his feet for the most part. And as soon as Casper wants to punch, just take that step back, keep himself the distance, and counter. Good right hand from Casper again.
You're not good for much to buy a book with that. And still might buy a few pounds, I got 18 this as well.
When this fight was made, I questioned the matchmaking on behalf of Joe Wall, but I think the Egyptian spot after it's now another. I have to beat these guys if I want to progress. So I'm going to the end of round one.
Oh, that's good.
There's plenty of people entertaining to take sides. The football world was yesterday. see what's next for him after that epic deep dog he had against Riley Thinking Finn Balor of WWE. He's been around at about the last 2 or 3 days.
I can't get through this.
She was sparring, I think, this morning. The first 10 seconds, Johnny Fisher with the obligatory box to the camera there. 6 out, round 2. Another new signing will be in action before too long into round 2.
We'll go through this. I'll go to the end of it, see how much it is.
The rusty first round for Joel, 2 minutes out, you'd expect that.
And we'll just get it.
Down now. Look at his jab going, find his distance, in straight leg, just to kind of steady and swearing a little bit, just put him in his place.
And just caught him backed up a little bit, half step back and chucked out with the left hand and pulled as far as he was coming in. And that's exactly what you were talking about in the opening round. That he's going to drop that touching space because as far as all the changes, there's no real plan.
So yes, about 100,000.
To avoid the pressure. To stop pressure being running, is to look right the punch at all times. Not to take breaks. Here's the automatically switch off.
Give him the opportunity to take away. As everyone's back, 20 seconds, he steps into, gets on top of it, looks to work.
Yeah, this is what Barry wants. This is the top. He wants to close. You don't want to get distance where it's over.
It's tricky. I'm hopes on that. Okay.
Looking a bit ragged already, Joe, from the physical, this level of Kasparov. Going to the body is good for Joe. But need to stay ready. Not switch up onto your punches.
Just like getting his head on the shoulder there, trying to read him. Looking back on him physically, he's very solid. Final punch of the just snap the head back out of his body, but wasn't taking that good step. That's a good one. And it's the body on
Please touch the left hand, Joe. Come back with the right one.
Yes, I'll go to the end anyway. I'm not very bad until like to the end of this.
He's looking to let his own hands go, just firing under the couple of shots there.
As I was saying earlier, Joe is engaged in his stance and looking ready to punch. As far as that ball coming, he has to think twice about going into range.
I'm skipping stage. Sophie to the base crazy itself.
Seconds of the round. It's an interesting matchup, this.
Should I go for 800,000?
I was trying to get the fucking price on it. I have no idea how much this journey will continue. The making of a New England begins here. England versus Pakistan. Live on Sky Sports. The countdown to the US Open is on. Stop the Cincinnati Open. Watch it live on Sky Sports.
Yes, Mr.
So I think he's doing a stretch of sparring in there. I think you can see on the space in between rounds. He knows that physically this is going to be a hard fight. It's all right. That's just really cool. They're also giving him just a bit of a jig up there, maybe too.
Yeah, well, it's a separate fight. He's been out for 2 years and fitness and rust and all that. You got to factor all that. You've got to get that. You're in the fight now. You've just got to get down to it. and win these rounds and conserve energy because Kasparian is going to be there, you would imagine, for the duration. But Joe's just got to, you can't switch off. And Andy said it, when Kasparian knows Joe's ready to go, he's apprehensive. But when he switches off and loses his shape, he tries to try and preserve pressure.
Yeah, and
As an amateur, Joe was one of the best at punching at the same time as his opponents. He'd stand there in his position, allow them to punch and punch with them, and he was always sharper. Surprised he hasn't gone for that yet. Here it is. Look at the goal.
Yeah, 400.
well, your cross training
So
plan.
you've got trigger.
So you was around, so what? Yeah, pound. Fries a pound. What they do about?
Nice.
Why you must have got a pound over there.
There's no replacement for activity. It's turned into a battle now. Not to fight Joe one fight. No, Joe should be.
Turn around, Charlie. Well, what a shot looks like he's going out.
Great fight shot so far.
And it's exactly the kind of fight that Kasparian wanted. This is the kind of fight that he can make all of his opponents find this is a big step on for him because opportunities have been limited. Surprised he's taken on a couple of had a decent record with a very padded record, so it's not really been challenged. He certainly will be here. But he comes with a lot of belief and he's making a good fist of things so far.
And we talked about Joe Ward's amateur pedigree. Kasparian himself has a great amateur pedigree.
And then I'll have
Fought
to
the
be able
Cruz, as
to
Joe did, and fought Ben Whittaker in the amateurs.
like get the maximum and then I'll be able to do that.
Here they scheduled a turn, a bit of marking on the face there of Joe Ward across the bridge of the nose and stuffing on the left cheekbone as well as he wanders back towards the corner. There's Grant Walsh up against Tyler Denny tonight. It's a tough fight down 10 rounds at middleweight, and Walsh knows it too. He knows that he's under pressure here. He's undefeated. He's been on this ride with Dana White for quite some time. They want him to be the next big thing, one of the next big things in Irish boxing. Denny has got other ideas. He knows all about boxing and winning out of the away corner. Most of his career has been spent in it. Big win against Felix Cash in defence of his European title. He feels that they made a mistake here. 10 seconds. He's a man who is also going the distance. I think that could be a really
When my
good
love
tussle.
was someone should get 15 pieces.
So it's the fourth here. I think it could go 2-1 either way after 3 rounds here, possibly. Kasparian is on that front foot, looking to get up tight, let those hands physically get on top of the wall, sap that energy, good strong jab there from Kasparian.
Surprised how easy it's been for Kasparian to get so close to Joe Ward. Joe has been able to keep him at distance. You know, we're drilling him with straight lefts, don't just let him walk in on top of him, where he's able to get the up close work on the inside and lean on him and use his physical strength.
Got a little step back there,
I
we
could
just
be
saw
like
before. That's what the
160.
issue is.
Do better.
Making Kasparian fall short and coming back like that with his own counters. But
So if don't try to be better.
that's a good right hand from Kasparian.
So this next was 200. And the one after as well. Okay.
Good body shot from Ward there,
Quicker.
up on the inside. And now it's Kasparian looking to
It's
hold.
alright, but it's not the best. I don't think skip stage I'll be able to do this.
You look at Kasperi and you say, box and move, if you're in against him. Good body shots. That one, really, you felt that one, Joe.
Good right hand there from Kasparian up to the head as well.
It's
Into the
easily
body.
I need
And he's just beginning to.
Yeah, the type of fight
So,
is
yeah.
becoming suits
Okay,
Kasperi.
not rebirthing.
Left hand there though from Ward, who has been drawn into a dogfight here.
Not his type of
Rebirthing
fight.
until I get to the 400k, which is after I get signed.
Very sluggish. Gotta keep his chin down. Yes, man. Gotta keep his chin down just like that.
Right hand there from Kasparian, and Ward just standing and swinging. And not too much movement from him. Kasparian will be very encouraged by this. He lands a left hand, lands a right hand. Dipping low at the waist, he's in great shape. Kasparian into the final
Doesn't say
minute
no
of
rebirth.
round 4. He's putting a lot into this.
But
Ward,
with all
he's
the
trying to catch Kasparian
signatures,
off him, and it smells he's managing it. But
does
increasingly,
this
he's looking a bit
maybe
loose.
with all this so what nice
And Kaspari can sense it, he can smell it, he can smell
money.
blood here. And he's just stepping in and letting those hands go. Ward is looking to try and tuck up and get through. 28 seconds remaining in the round, and Kaspari will feel that he's making a dent here. And he's
Yeah, that's
absolutely
always
right.
There's no zip to
Tie
the
it up.
punches of Joe Ward.
This is a big round for Kaspari. Final few seconds. And this has got very high very quickly for Joe Ward. Again, the combination lands. Ward manages to get the through himself, but 4 rounds down. And he looks in trouble here, Joe Ward. Let's see if we can have a listen into the corner.
So you can't get with these national super so
The lack of zip in his own country is the global last fight. He's trying to be completely ragged and very tolerant.
And the corner's telling Ward the right thing, Anthony. He needs to box him, but it's also the double kick. This corner won't leave him alone.
Exactly, and you've got to think about the energy exerted, the energy it takes to box like that. To box from the start, Joe's not showing he's wanting to do that. He's trying to hold his feet with Kasparian. Now he's hitting cold with his chin up in the air. Try and get your jab going. And try to time your man, use angles. But credit to Kasparian. He's come. He knew what he was going to bring, and he's doing exactly what he put on the tin, you know?
It's a combination for Ward. 3 seconds ago, just certainly looking for a way onto the inside.
But also to box in and out, to be twisted and trying the way Joe needs to box. You've got to be fit to do that. It takes extreme amount of energy. Like you say, Matthew, 2 years out of the ring, a 10-round fight against a tough guy, maybe you knew I tried to take it early, tried to take it easy early in the fight. But by then, by the time you get to the second half, you're spent.
I think he's taking the opportunity to have a little rest there as they lean on over on the far side of the ring. Kasparian's got the influence to his 4.5 rounds as well. That's certainly true, but he does look in good condition.
And he's had success, so that'll give him confidence. One of the chances Joe has is that chopping right hook that he throws, and it comes down on the top of the head of Kasparian. If he can put that
Solid straight in again from Ward. Which he just tried to left hand for the land, the left hand again. Right hand loop there from Kasparian landed. Ward just couldn't seem to stay out of the way with it.
look at the right hook, Joe.
Went straight onto it, doesn't show any signs of real effects from it, but that was perfectly timed. And that's the amount of post that one needs to take some gas out of the tank of Kasparian. The heads almost come together on the inside, final few seconds of round 5.
That was a lovely shot, and if you could bring the right hook down on the back of it. When you've done that, you're always going to find a point, so go down with somewhere. Just needs to be careful.
When your money is you can be done.
Where's that? Where are you actually based?
Interesting thing about this is where?
He's had another football, but that's because he dissipated his kneecap on his professional debut. Because Warren has won all of his fights comfortably. This could well just be a case of who can dig deepest and who wants it more heading down the stretch here. Who can hold that technique together with them as well, obviously, but it could come down to sheer desire here, boxing off the buzz. So now let's head over to Emma and Johnny, who are soaking up the atmosphere.
Yeah, they certainly are. A real battle out there at the moment, isn't it? Between Joe Ward and Artem Kasparian. A bit of gaslight. The atmosphere is building as the night goes on.
packed. I am telling you, look around the crowd. There's not a spare seat in the house. And this by now, John Ward is McFarlane's favourite scientist. They're in shock here looking what's happening here.
South
You know
Park.
what? It's coming up slowly but surely.
What was called that? South Park.
The man fighting
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those nights. I can tell the fans will have been there for things like that.
As are we, aren't we? Right, let's hand you back to the two athletes in that.
Terrific atmosphere in the Three Arena. And they're watching an absolutely intriguing fight in the crowd. They're going to need to get behind Joe Ward because this is tight.
I think Joe's landed the eye-catching shots, you know, the straight lefts, the big uppercuts. Good body shot.
What we both know to get open pressing 2 minutes, which is 2 more turns of 1 more time after this. Which should not be in the last one, which would be quite good.
Just pushing up to the forearms there, Ward referee from the world.
I think that's made a difference in this fight. It swung a little bit. The last round took in Joe's favour. The physical work for Joe Ward, walking forward with his man, holding his man a little bit, being rough inside, but not being as passive.
So you have to do this 2 times. Should not be able to buy lucky. Then I'll be able to buy some pets off.
Or what?
I don't know.
He's feeling this too because he's been playing into this. He's been on that front foot, as I've been saying. He's been throwing plenty.
But also, you're trying to box and move and your legs are tired. You're going to get caught with the shot. You can't do it. You've got to stay standing your ground, holding your feet. And finding the rhythm, working on the inside.
As you do see, I don't play this game much today. This earlier in the
A
day.
lovely shot again. That physical lead hand, holding his man, pushing him and moving his head left and right. It's exhausting for any opponent.
Again, till 11:30.
Again, nice uppercuts,
And I'll
left
be
hand,
watching
right hand.
stuff on the
There's a bit more of
computer.
a spring in his step now. Ward through 3 rounds.
Shadow.
He's in trouble. He looked fatigued. He looked like he might be about to
Okay.
come apart. But he's managed to get things back together. Lead right hook and then looks for the 1-2. Couldn't quite land it. Just smothered his own work slightly there. Kasparian it's Kasparian who looks like he might be in a bit of trouble.
Joe starts to get a bit of belief now. I think already thought he was going to start that. Now he's starting to. His confidence is growing in the fight.
Catching him on the way in with more regularity here now.
They're doing that, aren't they?
He's just out physical and out round.
For the present, got 1.2 more.
Trying to start.
Cookies on. Because you
The last couple of rounds.
let's go.
He just managed to round that. He just to bring him onto those uppercuts.
I'll do this enough time after this one.
This uppercut is such a beautiful shot.
Enough time after
He's
this
turned the
one.
corner, Joe, and I've been so impressed with him here. Not just
What to do?
his boxing, not really his boxing, just how he showed
5
character,
now.
showed heart and bravery. He's like still in the balance, from swinging away, but right now it's in going in Joe's favour.
3,
So into the start of the 8th ward in the white Kasparian in the black. Now strikers on top really on that belt and looked like he might be about to really grab it by the scruff of the neck and Ward looked like he might be
Just
starting
get
to
it
feel a bit
all
sorry
mad.
for himself, but that is no place to be doing that in this boxing ring. But he's got himself back together. The quality of the punches is what has set him apart from Kasparian the last couple of rounds. And again there, as he tried to get low, Kasparian, he just managed to punch down the wood and catch it with the 1-2. And now he is just chilling around that front corner.
Just get 200k twice.
Great skill being showed there. This is what people know that he is capable of. It's taken him a little while to get into a bit of a groove. Left hand there, low from Kasparian.
100k like 4 times.
Kasparian backed up. Kasparian can't be effective going backwards.
So yeah, after this one it should be 100k. And it'll be 200k, which I will be getting. It's another 400k again. It's 170 to get the back.
Yeah, I think you've got to credit Kasparian too. He's took a lot of big shots here.
That was clubbing stuff, and physically again he just got into him there, stuck the shoulder in, shrugged him off, made the space. There's Kasparian on the ropes, he's looking to hold on there, just trapping the arm on the blind side of the referee. A bit of wind has gone out of the sails here of Kasparian. It's been taken out of those sails by the work of Joe Ward. It's been a really fascinating kind of fight to watch this.
And like Mike Scott says, no signed agreements. Joe Ward's got a free hand. He's going to work with it. And that's making a difference too in the clinches.
Pushed back into the right side, Kasparian, according to the referee, David Irving.
So this is 200 for a match. I might as well just go for the 400k one. So I'll be able to buy the easy for 2 mil out of you straight away.
So closing stages, but the 8th has been an engrossing fight. This it really has. Where that goes the belt. Top of the bill tonight, of course, we've got a fight for a world middleweight title. Aaron McKenna looking to win one against Espinosa Alihar. I've got 2 middleweights with me here. One managed to win a world title, the last Irishman to do so, and Andy Lee. But Macklin couldn't quite get over the line, although he deserved to against Felix Sturm. Everybody knows that. What I want to know, though, is who was running from who here? Why did you two fight each other?
Put that spirit away. Do you want to punch at me?
You're not men who would run from each other. You're not men who would run from anyone. You proved that during the course of your career. It's been a good watch this, hasn't it?
Very absorbing. I was surprised early doors by Joey. But then I think you got to factor in the 2 years. He was very sluggish, very
Just do this to get one good team, which is quite easy to get if I get through this area quite fast.
3 rounds in. He looked like he was in trouble, Andy. Was there any sense where
Which I don't know if you just jump by your level or by your
When you're in there, you don't know.
by the packets that you are using.
Until you've been asked that question, have you got the answer?
So I guess I'll
And
need
you have
to
to
see
find that
that
answer
tomorrow.
there tonight. You know, you use him against the ropes, getting pounded on, you went back to the corner, he looked dejected, he looked like it was over. You have the answer to that question. And now you can see his tail's up. He's at the end inside, 2 rounds to go, he's bounced on his feet, right over the uppercut left hand.
I had the fight close after the 5 rounds on the scorecards, but body language in the ring, it was all Kasparian. I thought it was kind of on the way out for Joey. You know, the scorecards he was in, but the way the pattern of the fight was going, it was slipping away from him.
It was one of those scenarios where he was winning some battles, but he didn't look
Just
like he
get
was
this
going to win
woman
the
out
war. There was
easy.
much more of a bouncing on it now. He's got to close this out, though. Let's be clear about that. 2 minutes remaining in round 9 and the 10th to come.
Right. Let's go to Lucky.
Joe won't mind that. Being in close. Good body shot. Don't put on a high.
Need to get that.
Good shot from Kasparian.
Really just trying to muscle those punches in now for Kasparian.
This is what's made the difference for me, for Joe. His ability to fight physically, up close, push Kasparian, hold him, tie him up, and punch while he's tying him up.
As we're saying now, the active thing around him, the boy were telling him you need to box him, you need to do this, you need to do that. He must have known that he couldn't do that, and he had to do it differently.
Sometimes opponents tell you what you do, but you know you can't. It's not inside you. This has been a good round for Kasparian though. He's had some really good body shots. And from Kasparian's point of view, it's been a bit of a collapse from him. He had
Yeah, I think he caught a lot of big shots though, didn't they? Ward landed some big heavy shots on him. I think we enough to fight out of him, even the body shots as well. He sort of took a win by his sales.
But he's still in there. We've got a round remaining after this, and it looks like it will go to the Nards.
managing the front wall. Punch him when he has to, rest him when he has to.
I am going to get in that ring.
Which one is it? I think the low stones.
Jab.
I think the low stones. Not allowed to put it on there. That's not too good. Here it is. He's reacting to it from step. See if I can't catch him out like when you're in coach. You won't have to do that very well. Squad's off.
So it's going to be quite warm.
So that's the 10th and final round. Joe Wall, the Irishman in the whites, that's like Kasparian, Russian born out living in the Netherlands. But with the English flag on the shoulders, that's the solidarity with Pat Barrett. He spends time over Collie Lewis across the grid. Pat Barrett was a real affinity with it. Feels like the English scene has saved his boxing career in many ways.
But the job to keep pushing him on, keep stepping through, keep experience backed up as much as possible. Wasn't given any. Yeah, he didn't want any more pressure. He wants to keep going backwards. Kasparian, he didn't want to when he's being wrapped up. He needs to go forwards, but he will never really shut. So the stage she's there to keep him on. Kasparian.
close fight. That's the body left toward. He swings himself to the street there, a little bit of a slip as he threw the left. He's probably too far from Ward. Good uppercut. With a right hand there from Ward. Couple goes for 10 seconds. These two just looking to set their feet and swing in. There goes around Ward, raises those close to scoring with a slightly dejected look about him as he wanders over to the Joe Ward corner. Ward there, you feel has done enough in that final round. Did go against him, I'm not saying he should have done, but if he did,
Probably in my white shirt.
he's probably still done enough. Joe Ward has
I would have probably did it all like first 2 or 3 rounds. You know, just
6, 7, 8, really kind of got himself back in front after a shaky start. Really,
you know, some close rounds.
he landed
Yeah.
some good shots. He probably done enough, landed the eye-catching shots. Maybe win a couple of the first rounds, but the pattern of the fight, who looked stronger, who looked like they were in a better position. You would have said it was Kasparian at that stage, but kind of in the middle rounds there, Joe kind of got a second wind or found his feet, and he started to have a lot of success. And then you can see the confidence come back into him.
He didn't close it out maybe as strongly as he might have done. He had to give his sparring credit because he knew that he was behind and he had to do something, and he beat down and did everything that he could do.
Yeah, the scorecards would be interesting.
Not bad, man.
I felt like Joe Ward won the fight to me, but we never know how the judges have seen it. It was a great fight. And
Almost up enough for 2.
as I said earlier, I'm more impressed with Joe's heart and bravery and courage and how he turned that fight around, because at one stage it wasn't like it was going to go his way. Kasparian played his part all the way, it was always there, but I think Joe was just a sharper to the punch and the more right-handed
He landed
shots
all the
were
better
better.
shots.
Yeah.
Well, next up, a bit away. Callum Walsh up against Tyler Denny. That was Walsh we just saw there on the panel with Southpaw against Southpaw Denny. With Paul Mann there on the panels, very experienced operator. I like this final one. I have done right from the very start. As soon as it was made, Denny feels that T. Walsh are sleeping on him. Callum Walsh definitely isn't from talking to him this week, but he feels they've chosen the wrong man. Walsh knows this is a great chance to step up again in front of a Dublin crowd.
And also, if they got the other thing, they don't win.
Decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecard.
I can bite.
Judges Bird and McCullough scored 97-93. Judge Team sees this contest 96-94. All in favor of your winner by unanimous decision. From Athlone, Ireland, Mighty Joe
So Joe Ward against it, unanimous decision, 7 rounds to 3, with 2 of the judges exactly what Matt Mann away to my right hand side. Now the other judge having it 96-94, so 6 rounds to 4. A good set of cards. It was an engrossing fight. It wasn't going his way early on, but he managed to turn it around, and we'll be getting his thoughts shortly.
At Bet365, we're here to keep every moment extraordinary. And every now and then, that means taking a break. Make the most of the moments without us, so you can enjoy the moments with us. When you play safe with Bet365.
What a captivating fight between Joe Ward and Arsene Kasparian, but it is a winning return to the ring for that man right there. Johnny Nelson is alongside me. Johnny, it was a real physical contest. Did it come down to heart? Did it come down to character in the end?
And that's the one thing that stands out for Joe Ward, because he looked like a fighter that came in living off reputation. I think complacent, flat-footed, as though I've got the job done. reality kicked in halfway through the fight when he had to dig into that natural heart. That's why his family so famous in fighting. He's got that natural heart determination, but it just looked like, I mean, it tipped him up to the reputation that he had. And so that's where they're away from him. So he's been out 2 years, so we don't know what he's happened first time.
Right, let's hear from Joe Ward, shall we? He's alongside Andy.
Joe, that was a tough fight, a tough 10 rounds. How proud are you of the
Pretty
performance?
much.
Yeah, look, and I knew it was going to be tough.
All
I
pack
knew 20
now,
months is a
and
long
then
time
over
to go to the
to
ring. I knew Arthur was going to come strong. I knew I had to wear that song, and obviously take over in the second half. And that's what I feel like I did. Look, I believe there's still a lot better performances in me, but that was just enough to go over the days and move on now. 20 months, hopefully now with Nick Khan and Dana White, didn't keep momentum going, got me on the big fights, got me on the big shows, keep me busy. And the more fights, the better I get.
Did you feel that inactivity in the first few rounds? Because he really got on you as you probably knew he would do.
Yeah, absolutely. First couple of rounds, it was difficult to find the distance. Obviously, he was closing on really well. But I knew what I had in me. I knew I had the tank there. I knew I had the work done. And I knew I would get to him. It was only a matter of time when I started landing my left hand that was going to hurt him and build on that.
Okay, Joe, well done tonight. Thanks very much. We'll see you again soon, I hope.
Yeah, really well done to Joe Ward. Feels like a significant step now for him moving forward in his professional career. Right, stay with us, because coming up after the break, we have a rising star of Irish boxing in Cork's Callum Walsh up against the battle-tested Tyler Denny.
Dedicated my entire life to this. Every opponent is dangerous. Yeah, I go there and deliver with confidence.
I can't put me in every level, man. I'm 35 now, but honestly, I feel fitter and stronger than I've ever felt. It'll be a big chance.
Power. 16 times power. Even a good 2 to buy you them too.
That's your doorstep. Available for £21,845.
I beg your pardon, miss. I was caught by news of this show with double crossings and murders.
Father, that's the one you delighted.
Well, really? You must join us this evening.
Nothing brings us together like great TV.
So a TV license, it gives you access to this wondrous treachery.
Indeed.
A TV license for all TV channels and BBC iPlayer.
I got 2 words for you. Loyalty program. Snag this until 250 a night. You didn't check Trivago? I got it for 150. Yo, Benny, this guy didn't check Trivago. Oh, you have to check Trivago. Look, on Trivago, you can compare prices from multiple different sites and loyalty programs and prices from hotel websites. Same hotel, £100 less. 2 words. Check Trivago.
Benny, check Trivago and you could save up to 40%. Hotel? Trivago.
These machines didn't just change our world. From ancient breakthroughs to modern wonders, these are the machines that took humanity to the next level.
I know she's lied about certain things. There's truth in what she's saying. Grooming has been going on in the world, and it's been going on a long time.
Get ready for a festival of animated movies.
I love you guys.
The Sky Cinema Animation Collection, available now.
Welcome back to the Free Arena here in Dublin. A reminder for you that the Carabao Cup continues tomorrow from 3:45 in Mansfield up against Sheffield United. And then on Monday, We've got a Devon derby for you. Plymouth hosts Exeter. Both of those live for you on Sky Sports Football. Well, here on a fantastic night of boxing, we've got maybe the fight of the night coming up next between Callum Walsh and Tyler Denny. One that many pundits are finding hard to call, including you, I think.
This is that fight. If there's an upset tonight, we've had a few heart in that mouth situations. It will be this one. You have an experienced fighter, big reputation you want. Yeah, but then you've got Tyler. Tyler is a gentleman, so you've got to keep an eye on him. He's got to make sure he's fighting for his own game. Well, otherwise he's going to be upset tonight.
Yeah, well, Callum Walsh is the favourite, isn't he? But he is undefeated records on the line. Here is Dublin tonight. Let's see what he can deliver against Denny.
This.
The Emerald Isle has produced so many great champions. A rich boxing history.
Plenty is expected of Irishman Callum Walsh. Tyler Denny will show us exactly how good he is. Walsh has the perfect record, a long-term friendship with Dana White, and the promotional backing, a talent waiting for his breakthrough performance.
I mean, I had a big amateur background, dedicated my entire life to this. You know, I mean, I've boxed since I was 6 years old, and I mean, I've given up everything to be here.
11 years a pro, Denny is a wily, experienced former European champion.
And if he finds his groove, he's dangerous.
I've won English title, European title. I'm 35 now, but obviously I feel fitter and stronger than I've ever felt.
I'm expecting the very best version of Tyler Denny. Every opponent is dangerous. You can't get anything like it.
When the first put his name towards me, I said yes straight away. Then I looked at him afterwards.
It's a perfect scenario for him to walk in and clean up.
It's youth versus experience.
It should tell us a lot about where both fighters are at.
Yeah, I'm going to go there to deliver. I'm confident.
I thought both of them were the last in my career, really, so everything's on the line.
If I get that knockout and the points start flying in, you know what I mean? The ring's going to be destroyed.
They think a lot of him. When I beat him up, they'll have to think a lot of me as well.
He fancies this job. He has done right from the start. He knows what he's supposed to be here for. He's supposed to get Callum Walsh a really good test, a bit of seasoning, but ultimately Walsh is supposed to pick up the win and kick his career on towards world level. Denny is here to rip up that sprint. He's been a European champion, and recently too. He told us this week he's not the biggest fan of training, but he loves to fight.
Yeah, very much so, but as he said in his interview, he had a very good amateur background. He turned pro with a lot of hype. He was trained with Freddie Roach. And I actually spoke to myself when he was turning pro, gave him a bit of advice. So I've kept an eye on him ever since. And he's been brought around at the right pace, done 10 rounds many times. Stepped up to the weight now. Big hopes for Callum Walsh, but you know, the top 10's there. Inside the net is. They're not all over for anybody. So listen, I expect this to be a really tough fight.
I don't think it's like
Mexico. He was determined to make it. On his first day, he was told he could train here, but he hadn't as far. He was pitched in. He did well, and he's never looked back.
I think that's early. Some 50
10-year age gap between the two of them. Youth versus experience.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are set to go from the wheel here in Dublin, Ireland. This is the co-main event. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled with the middleweight division. Introducing you first, back on the blue corner, wearing white trunks, he weighs officially 159.7 pounds.
Well, that's Bill up there. Look at that, just right.
For the picks, 3 draws, and 1 way coming by with a knockout, fighting out of the Black Country, Raleigh Regis, England. David Rosalind is opponent in the red corner. Wearing solid black, he weighs officially 160 pounds in weight. In 16 professional fights, he stands perfect. 16 victories including 11 big wins and 5 wins knockout. Presenting the undefeated Fighting Pride of
which I've lost all of my pickaxes.
See the man in the middle, Callum Walsh against Tyler Denny, 10 rounds on Fuller in the middleweight division. Stephen McKenna shouts at Callum Walsh's name earlier after his win. Walsh has got business to take care of here. Round 1. He's watching the Black Denny in the whites. Two southpaws measuring up against each other here.
Yes. Two papers. I guess I'm gonna pick. So he has two good aesthetics. It's like a good machine.
Close. Well, with his really hip to yours. Get on you on the inside.
Machine. It's good to his focus.
Has to be careful of walking in then.
Let's go for this time.
Backwards and sharp counters.
If you're nice, loose, relaxed style Callum Walsh, you can turn over every power of shots.
I have 6 of
Especially if
these.
you're coming low with your head down, you might not see him coming back with that right hook.
Let's use this.
Oh,
that part don't work. But you look at Ubers. So like 6.75%. 6.5% or 8%. Can't wait. Because they are pretty easy.
Just looking for that left hand and then come up
Not really
with almost like an angle punch, a hook, but turn into almost half an uppercut. Oh, gosh. It's just got that angle to southpaw, be southpaw, where it comes through the gloves.
Yeah, he's got to look to the shots under and then chopping them over. know, the other hand.
Let's put my books on this game.
Then he almost pushes the referee out of the way there.
This is
And
good.
times just using it as that.
The 5 levels control.
Eating them all day.
Yeah, you're cleaning up on it.
So, let's come up
That's technically a knockdown. It is a knockdown, and it's been given by the referee. Spots it very, very That's careless.
But I think he was actually a little bit hurt there because the shots are on the back of the head. I'm actually for a second he might not know what position he was in.
I thought he was waiting for the ref to come in and break them. Well, he suffered a knockdown there, and in terms of the scoring, that makes it interesting because a knockdown is a major event that occurs during the course of a round. You take it into account when the judge will go on that if you like, you get a point, just one point as well. Bullets not raining in there. Touchdown with the gloves. Almost always, when Fighter scores a knockdown, they will win the round 10-8. Well, did dominate the rest of that round, you would say, so you have a case there for a 10-9 rather than a it's a ball because we dominated the rest of the round, but to equalise a knockdown, you really need to score yourself. You can make it 10-9. Either way, he's lost it. It's either 10-9 or 10-8.
I think he'll be annoyed now.
He'll be annoyed. Yeah, he'll be annoyed.
I think he's going to come out.
This might turn it, but he can't get too reckless either. That's just to get it back.
It might turn this into a bit more of a fight than we expected.
This morning.
That was called a trip. He was kind of slightly before the left hand from there. It was, he was just stripping that down.
Whether it should have been a knockdown, but he's given Denny confidence now. And for once, he's got to just push on the carpet, get back to what he started with. Loose, there you go. Loose, Fox, touch, and find up on the shots on the comments.
Exactly. Really impressive with the sales of Denny because he felt that touchdown happened because he connected with some good solid punches.
We didn't have time
Walked Denny on time, good work from him. Quality shots. Good shots.
I'll get to the finals.
He looks like more relaxed. He's starting to know.
46 remaining in the round. One of his eyes is right up into the commanding, closing slightly. There might be a bit of damage there, maybe to the eyelid. As soon as he got back up, you could see that.
So yeah, just try to get to the final wins.
He's on the jab, still 80 seconds remaining in round 2. A chip driver almost on the target, and he needs to try and get through this. Yeah, big shots right there for Walsh. That lovely left hand looped it over, and he always comes back with the right hook. He's good transfer the right from left to right. Oh, good right.
Good response from Denny. Just find himself again. His legs tend to look a little bit shaky to me.
20.
Yeah, he's trying to throw himself back into the fight, isn't he? Trying to clear the head.
Minute.
There for a second as Denny was sinking down towards that bottom strand of the ropes.
I don't really care.
Go to the body. Once the head's given on again.
You can just see grimace on the inside there, Denny. There's something going on with that.
I'm going to do it because they're hard to get.
He's just waiting to drop the left
Don't
hand.
want.
Watch.
I can't even.
If any attacks, he throws the left hand. There.
Walsh, as he just stepped in, close distance, nice and quick. Then he goes bringing his own feet in, trying to answer back. It's a very eventful start to the fight. Very eventful indeed.
And they've done their homework, Walsh. Even his corner. That's done it very well. That's a fight you practice in training out all the time.
So if just staying nice in the garden, got short, chucked it down over.
No wonder there's a bit of an issue with the right eye because it landed exactly on that right eye. I think there's a bit of problems around the eyelid. Basically, is the issue there. I think the vision out there looks okay.
He's winning action back 2 rounds. 2 rounds, 2 knockdowns, 1 either way.
Also, I've not
How's the third going to go?
And even besides the knockdowns, both landed big shots on each other.
I think.
Who's winning?
It should be like the level you're at, the amount of damage you do, the level you're at, like, and how much you're getting. Because I'm currently getting like 1 mil per. So yeah, 20.
Still looking at that left hand over the top, yeah, the right uppercut.
Just start jabbing down. That right third will be a big shot.
You're missing on the left hand. 3 seconds into round 3.
What happens when you're trying to land a big shot? You're also successful to get cold one yourself. Good right hook. Left hook, I mean, from Debbie.
Just good watch as he was moving off to his right hand side. Getting on the jab there, Debbie.
Yeah, big watch just needs to get back on the jab now. The big shots are closed, then get back into the groove of his boxing and then it just flows.
It'd be so good if there was like a golden machine.
Better for Benny as well.
Yeah, I think he's happy to have the much watch. Good body shot. Good body shot.
Just goes down to back up a little bit.
He's loading up. He's cocking his left hand too much.
I think that body shot's a 4 out of it. Realise.
Maybe look for the right hook.
Just slips in the corner. Yeah, I think he looked for a second there. He might touch down. I think it was an issue with feet.
Just stand in here and
His hands go on the inside. He hasn't quite found the distance that he found in the first round.
I've just gone.
I think watch is better allowing Denny to attack and counter.
Very much watch the shots rather than trying to go looking for it.
You find more opportunities just like this. That body shot again on the same side.
And then he wants to come forward, so looking good. Come on, anyone.
Skip down and come back and go on your hooks sometimes. Not just the left side every time.
They're almost fake the left hand and just transferred away.
Okay, let's go down that side. And we're joining with WWE star Finn Balor.
Yeah, thanks very much, Andrew. You got WWE superstar, star of SmackDown, Finn Balor with us. We're sporting an interesting match. I'm guessing you're wearing this because Kevin Walsh said ahead of this fight he was going to break the deal here at the Free Arena. Is that why?
Yeah, I was chatting to Colin yesterday and he said, "Finn, make sure you have your bucket in the picture. Make sure you have some rain protection. As long as either this or an umbrella." So I figured
But that works better, doesn't it? How much are you enjoying it here tonight? Because we saw you down in Bournemouth for our first event outside the US. But for a man from Bray, you're here at the Dublin event too, which is brilliant to see.
Incredible. Super in Bournemouth was absolutely unbelievable. CBS against the City was like hands down the best fight I've ever seen live. Tonight here in Dublin, it's absolutely incredible. I've had the opportunity to meet in the council.
Catching.
Yeah, so are we. Right, let's hand you back.
You're not going to smash this off your own.
The brave man stealing a puncher off the WWE star. I wouldn't recommend that. So into the fourth round here, Cameron Walsh and Tyler Denny Walsh in the black, Denny in the white, and punch lands. Looked like it did. He just fell forward a little bit there. Walsh touched down on both fronts, but no knockdown.
Happy Saturday, sports fans. And Lee J.
That is a feature of heavy fights at times because he comes in low and then he'll come up and try and get the shots away. There's nothing intentional about it, but it has quite consistently been a feature over the years. Really shredding around the champion. So
This is just turned into a fight. It's just swinging a little bit. Then he's finding his feet more now. And he's trying another. This is a one shot all the time. One acceleration, side to side, boxing again. Using his jab, touching up down effective.
You know, Grant, I think he's just going to forget about what's happening in the fight now. Just get back to his boxing.
That's what you see, hasn't it, the last couple of rounds, and that will suit
Automotive PG.
He doesn't need to because then he's going to cover the distance for you. Anyway, he's better putting on the jab and trying to walk behind the jabs.
And if you have interested in this match, he's got a little bit too slow looking for counters. Good combat. Look at that right hook from March.
Pops out the jab.
Presenting the Friday Film Club Movie of the Week. Tell me a story.
What story would you like?
Something that moves you. He's got more inside him than any man I've ever met. I would cut my heart out and give it to him.
Pray.
Yes. Hamlet, available from Friday on Sky Cinema.
Four rounds in here, there's not much in this. We'll trade it 10-8 in round one. Round two, it's got Messi in rounds 3 and 4. Walsh probably won 3, you would say. It was close, not much to pick between them. Then he was on the front foot a bit more, trying to make the play a bit more.
Don't
Maybe
need to
that would
skip
shade
this
it for him.
stage. I'll be going to this one
Fighting at home,
just to see how much
it's a
it
great
gets.
thing for any fighter, but it comes with its own pressures. and responsibilities. And, you know, I've seen that Callum out a lot this week, doing a lot of promotion, building the fight up, interviews, TV shows, radio, a lot of distractions. Yeah. And you've got to prepare for a fight. Your opponents are in a hotel rested. So although it can be a boon to any fight, it can also come with its own negatives. But that's the same left hand he dropped it with. And the Balloon short shot, Matthew Muffin explained, and then he came back with the left hook. And the right hook, sorry. Everybody doubles up on the right hook, body and head. Then it's happening say here. He's slowly wearing down, but striking into a fight. Okay, just steps in behind that high ball, moves forward, and they're just coming together, then walking it back towards the ropes. One thing that Danny feels could play a part here, particularly in the second half, is that although he's not the biggest middleweight you've ever seen, he is a middleweight, and he has been for a really long time, whereas Walsh has stepped up to middle. This is his second fight at 160 after boxing at 154.
So yeah, 50 minutes. 7.5 minutes. When that's a little bit far.
This is really right. That was a question you don't know the answer to yet. The finish of that from Walsh is that he was coming forward. And that's not short. Jab, go around in circles. Stay off the ropes, use your jab, and tap them every now and then, 2 or 3 shots.
He's landed the better shots. Here, Walsh. He's been taking it really on the outside, but obviously then he's looking to try and take him out of his move. Whenever Walsh tries to force the issue, trying to land big shots, big single shots, it gives Danny a chance. Good head moving off the ropes there from Walsh. What a shot.
So we're at the halfway stage of this one, scheduled for 10 between Walsh and Denny. It's a tight fight. Top of the middle still, to the of course, Aaron McKenna up against Hentanosa Aliyah. Vacant world middleweight title. Pretty much complete. You both done this. You've both been in that changing room ahead of a fight like this. What is your approach to occasions like this? What was it? Do you try and treat it like any other fight, as some people do, or do you admit to yourself that this is not any other fight?
It's hard. You can't do it subconscious. It knows it's there in the back. But I think it's a bit of both, isn't it? Usually it's a big fight, furious to get you really up. My philosophy always was take the small things serious, take the big things light. And I tried to have a laugh and a joke and disengage until I got to the ring. Sometimes you can make a fight bigger than it is now. There's no bigger than a world title fight, but he doesn't have to be told that. Good start to the round from Callum Walsh.
Stepped in and threw that left hand into the second half here, through 5 rounds. Well, the referee bringing them together again. Well, it has got messy in the last few rounds, and I wouldn't say that either one of them is necessarily to blame for it. They've got tangled up quite a bit. Walsh has struggled to find that space maybe that he did in the first round, although that was a good body shot. Then he's just got hold of it now they've turned it round into the ropes. We might just have their nose in front. They antagonise the first 2 rounds, one apiece. Walsh 1 round, 3 I would say, 4 and 5. You could then release one of them. You could give it both of them. You could be 3-2 on the way, possibly.
I get the last round to watch. Yeah, me too. Probably like the better shots. Lost it.
So it's Tim Milk looking at 20 minutes.
You can see the sweat just square over ringside on the far side as he landed it.
So the last one's probably
Probably one of the best shots he's landed in the fight, isn't he? Not clean single shots. Watts took it well and came back well.
next one's 35. Last one's Can't over something to get 20 hits.
Just the one stoppage win in his 21 victories.
I'm still on.
That's it. Stepped a little bit too far, maybe. Quite finely. Angle for the left hand did that time, although I think it was hard right there, maybe. Right there, he closed a few seconds around 6. Good attendance for Nugget 3 Arena in Dublin, which we knew it would be the most. The card has been building well over the course of the week. This the co-main event, of course. Let's have a look at Matthew Acton's scorecard, and you've got 4 rounds to 2 there so far, 57-55 rather than 58-56 because of the 2 10-8s. I would argue strenuously with that.
The big talking point's the first round, isn't it? Because Cannonball, that was a big round for him, and then obviously the knockdown, which had to be a win.
Fucking skip stage, but like, man, what?
Some of the good action from the last round.
Because this is cooking time.
The referee's having another chat with them there. I'm not sure there's all that much we can really say that's going to influence them too much. I don't think he's on the verge of taking points away from anybody. I don't see how he can really, because there's not any major infringements going on in there. I would have.
The Benny corner have been quite vocal. We hear them demonstrating with the referee at all times. He's holder referring to Callum Walsh. So they're playing the game. They're trying to get any edge they can get. Good on the point inside for Walsh.
Walsh gets it on with Danny, watching back to the ropes, and Danny complaining there. The referee just trying to let them work it out for themselves. And Danny not happy with that.
2 and 4. I only bought 4 times in the club.
Wasn't it? It's just that angle about, for the southpaw, it's right there. Southpaw to southpaw. How is wrong with that uppercut too? Good, it's done. Good work. This has been a good round so far from Walsh.
Let's see.
Both times so he's missed with the left.
He commits to his shots, he puts it. He's like kicking the other. That's the transfer away from left to right. Stand above the left to the over to the body, and that's kind of keeping Denny weary of that side. Just open up the right, just like that.
Stiff jab straight away. Because he did quite low then. He just catching him with it as he comes in.
He really winds them shots because they get good power.
I don't know.
And this is how he started the fight. And this is what we were hoping he'd get back to. Because this is what's where he's been so successful. Telling the screw.
That was a good solid combination from him.
Nice work on the inside too, getting his leg in between Denny's.
So see,
You just get your lead leg in between your opponent's leg, two legs, then you have control of the pitch. Little shake there from Denny. Might have hurt him there. Trying to shot in the head from Denny.
Just like that into the body there, Bolts, and move straight onto the shoulder, got hold of him and just walked it back.
2 minutes in. Five now.
Football's Ultimate Elimination Game is back for the new season.
I'm not going to read that far, but
Pick a team to win each round. If they do, you stay in the game. And if you're the final one standing, you could win a share of the £250,000 opening jackpot. Enter for free at William Hill.
Just seeing a bit of animation in the corner on the far side of Johnson and full man on the Solodio in Walsh's corner, just giving him a rub down. 3 more rounds to go here.
yeah, I think that's like 25 minutes. 25 minutes. It was big.
That up jab was. It's been good all night. Just coming from the hip, it's very hard to counter a block. Yeah, because he's good at turning into a lead hook as well.
Max level. Pick up his awful 300 big max level.
Looks to go off. He just hits him with a right hand to the body as he comes through and makes him back up and start again. Not for long, but just not
29 rebuffs. He's got 40 rebuffs. Level 300. He said, spend a lot of it.
And it's, you know, one it's coming from the left, it's the other one from the left. Let's keep it then tight on that right side, and then he's coming back with the other gun slash hook on the right side. And then there's the jab, the up jab. And that's been good all night for him.
We just got
Then he should try a different approach. He's just coming at one pace. And it's actually far too readable. Pick up your feet a little bit, maybe step 2 and step back. Take a step to the side. Just not walking in straight lines.
There's that jab again through. Walsh just snaked through the guard. He's doing everything he can here then, but he's got the head on the Walsh here. Went through in the opening round, and then everything changed right at the end of the round. Equaliser lockdown in the second round. Heavy round out 2 actually, which then he was well from. Things in the middle part of the fight got quite messy with his back of it again. He's taking the point here, referee. Behind it.
If this gold definitely the size of the percentages.
So it's a point for both holding the Walsh and then for hitting on the back of that directing for Danny. The referee's spoken to them a number of times, and I did say that
Because
It's a bit of a cop-out, isn't it? Yeah. Let's be honest. I'm not going to shut this off.
or I'll just get in and then get out to get the next pickup.
Well, we've got backstage actually. Just getting those gloves tied up by Dan Fergal. Operation for both of the cameras. He built that gym in the back garden. A really hard man boxing in a kind of sports fair in his hometown of Astley when he was in his early teens. And he's been with his trainer Davide Greg Lombo. There's a catch effect right at the end of the round and he's caused some damages at the bombers, but we only saw it when he turned around. The cup didn't look great, I have to say, but briefly I've got it. 2 rounds to go.
And a full fast one, but try and fuck me over. So just 16 times pickups about not long, but
He's not a dirty fighter then, but he's got to try and fight the awkward, isn't he? I mean, he's got to fight dirty. Get low. Put your hand in. Roger, man, by any means, isn't it? You got to win. You know, it's the referee's job to make the call, but you've got to try and win. Punch the hips, punch the elbows, punch where you can, just like that. Try to not to drink this. Yeah, get him out of his stride. So they're trying to do all that. Left done it. Clean as he stepped in with it. Walter's opening out himself, and I think they were both pretty close to touch there. He added to the early convulsion. Davis just putting absolutely everything into this, just keeping the faith that he's going to make a dent and he's going to get through. He's got to be careful not to leave himself exposed and open in the pursuit of landing that big shot. The next one comes over. It's just working the jury and the referee working getting. I don't know it's really style, but sometimes he goes back to the big clashes. He's doing a good job of putting up the ring down. That's the final minute of round 9. Good right hook from Brady.
I'll play this next one. All in time. I'll put the skip stage. I don't think I'll put the stage.
Seconds around right, and he comes forward. One continues to come from that cup by the left eye there of Callum Walsh. Right. 1 round, sorry. Yeah. So, don't throw the left swing on its own. Go in with the lead down. You don't miss it with the jab. Don't make then jab the quick down to that body. Drop it with the lead down.
People won't get a chance anymore like that. I don't know like that.
No, it's been out for a bit.
You open up your mouth to that.
You say after should take them down.
Well, some urgency in both corners there because there have been some messy rounds in this one. Some tight rounds. We feel like Walsh has got a decent enough lead, but it's all down to the judges at ringside. And some of them haven't been the easiest rounds to score.
I forget this one, I'll get the next one.
I like the instructions and techniques. Can't be precise. Can't exactly what he had to do.
I think it's like trying to find him. I definitely would skip stage, but I don't know really where it's like out.
He's always making the goals in the minute. He did in the previous round. He is so far in this round. But it takes time to tell. As I say, there's been some close ones.
I'll get that one.
This could be very
I think
interesting.
it is becoming Roach.
He's really just putting the effort in, trying to pour it all out here.
You gotta know, right? In any 10-round fight, you gotta win that last round, and you can't win it by covering up and trying to counter. You gotta kind of set the tone yourself. Let's just get back on his jab.
So I'm not going to do this best one again.
Just like a shot. Yeah, not be reactive, be proactive. And take the last round. You gotta scrub his leg. Put it in the line.
Okay.
But then he keep doing what he's doing. Good left hand. Just dip to his left, came back over the top of the left hand. Pretty good from Benny. Yeah, Benny just got to throw everything at him. Like that, watch your head. So he could lose the round and might have to win the fight, but I think he can't bank on that. That's just how I'm seeing it. So he's going to try and win this round too. And the more Denny tries to pressure him, that's what Walsh should be able to work on shots.
At the into the final minute, it looks like left hand again there. Denny left uppercut on the inside. Walsh will get the attack. Another shot as well.
Okay.
Get the crowd behind him, Matthew, and just
Don't take me out.
swings the judges. You know, if there any doubt which way you
Being
go,
in this
then
game
remember that.
already.
So
In this one.
Walsh is finding a little bit of room to let the 1-2 go. Denny though just trying to get any other he can just to get that left to off the way. Turn his back there, the referee. Yes, he felt that he might even have been low there. Records from Walsh, I think Denny found that. Good shot. The good shot from Walsh, finishing strong. He looks absolutely he's put a lot into this. He's worked terrifically hard. Particularly where he's now at 10 rounds. As I said, he's an expert over the distance down the stretch. Knows how to just really grind it out. The Walsh with a good finish. In that 10th final round. It wasn't pretty at times. It was a good, hard fight. Yeah, strong for his football, which is good to see. Many beauty from both corners.
That's 16 from 12, then done for, which is out of the veterans, that's fine. Still good.
Yeah, I think Walsh would have wanted to win by knockout in his own second round.
That's because what are you doing?
But it doesn't always go that way in the script. Sometimes you have to dig the 10 rounds look good. You have to dig deep sometimes. These guys, no one is given the divine right to win a fight, especially to win a fight by knockout. You have to earn that. And sometimes the guy in the other corner wants it just as much as you do.
Well, that's your scorecard, Matt. You've got 7 rounds in favour of Walsh there. So 7-3 you've got it with the 10-8 that translates to 95 to 91. I think it's possible that you could find a lot more so Denny in there. Yeah, well, 2:10.8, yeah, exactly. That would be 97, 93. That was 7-3 instead. 7-3, yeah, exactly. Then just raising those gloves. I think you could make it closer to that. There was some messy rounds in there. Definitely were. And I think they're both absolutely exhausted. I think that's one of the reasons why they're quite muted. Because it's a very physical fight, isn't it?
Like the first fight tonight. Not the first fight. Not the fight with Joe Ward against Barrier. There were swings and flows to the fight. Joe went one way and the other way. This was one of the big shots. Yeah, both of the big shots. Body and head. But to me, I think someone wants to win this. And this fight will do the world of good. He will learn a lot more than just getting a blowout in 2 or 3 rounds.
Okay. Joe Martinez is in place.
I love that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecard. Both judges Bird and McCullough scored the contest 98-91.
Didn't look like shorts on it, man.
All three in favor. Under winner by unanimous decision. Here's still undefeated from Cole.
Decision time is ending up getting too much. Well, on the cards there, it was a very competitive, very physical fight. And it was the winner and we'll get the word with him in a couple of minutes.
Punches of Sky Swerves. Welcome to the show.
The countdown to the UFO bid is next up, the Citizen Series.
That's why there was always one thing on with them. They've got that patience, that discipline to manage the quickness of the fight. And you managed to do that as well. I don't think the scorecard represents the closures of the fight. I think it's close to that. The white man won. I think he spots the right to learn so much about himself and improve as a fighter with those kind of fights. You know, you can't forget those kind of fights.
So, Callum, you knew that was going to be a hard fight, didn't you? And you went this a good
hard, you know what I mean?
Look at him.
Said hi. Easy on the F-bombs, so if that's okay. Everyone. He's a tough counter and 10 rounds to get 3,000.
Definitely was very tough, you know. I'm very critical of myself, you know, and I felt like I should have been a lot better, you know, with people like Ely sitting there, years there. I wish I could have been better. I was very tough, we'll go with it. Okay. Thank you.
Let's go. Deserved it though. Deserved it though.
That's something away.
the chest.
I win every single fight I have and prove to the world the best middleweight in the division.
Aliha at 22-0 has also beaten.
I don't think it can match that work. Anything you bring.
So yeah, as you can see,
This venue will be McKenna's fortress, and Aliha has got to smash down this door and silence this passionate fan
I think there's
base.
only one winner in this, right? I think that Black Belt. Yeah, Eddie Smell will win this. You never get a good fighter from Italy.
You can try whatever you want.
God knows where he ended up in Italy from. Oh,
just
Aaron
gonna
McKenna.
Time to crown a new middleweight king.
Seen a lot of Italian boxers there, what's end up being me.
I guess I don't know say anything, but basically boring. I mean, last song would have got everything, really. Try and roll your back.
Echinosa Aliha making a walk he's dreamed about for years. He brings the confidence of an undefeated fighter, and he is starving hungry for this opportunity. Fights have appeared, they've disappeared. He's been waiting for what feels like forever. He's away from home, the crowd is against him. For what he's been telling us this week, that is exactly how he would want it. Chance to become a world champion. Beckons for both of these two.
I don't think this fight will go on very long. Plus we're going to start going faster in a minute. Not yet. There it comes. There was some fans, yeah. That's a nice thing. Close to one off, taking time. I don't know what's that. He's coming against us.
Don't know.
What? This afternoon. Yeah, no, but all these bikes on before these.
Shows us that the main difference is the height and the reach that comes with it. But Aliho has got a solid wingspan. This is an interesting matchup.
Well, they usually starts about 7, don't they? This on here started at 7. Where they come down there.
Yeah, yeah, she goes.
Simpson wins then.
Two undefeated middleweights battle. 12 rounds for the vacant World Middleweight Championship. Sanctioned by the Boxing Union of Ireland, the executive director is Scott Bristol. The three judges scoring at ringside: Colin Blair, Pavel Mardini, and Marco Marzolino. And inside the ring, your referee in charge of the entry, Action Patrick O'Roctagon. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready, the fighters are ready, the boxing world is ready. Double make some noise if you
They're really about the top 22 looking great switches.
The referee filtering Roctagon with the final instructions: 12 rounds or fewer. Middleweight title.
Like that white fella, that's bigger than him, isn't it? Like a big spider. Look at his arms, look. 3 times longer.
So maybe again I see that you started with face.
You're watching me throw his ball of long uppercuts.
He's biting on the face and he's actually reaching to block them, which could leave him open. The fence himself. I was intrigued who would be the one.
Can spawn things.
first round so far, but that's to be expected. You know, just trying to settle into the crowd, settle into his over a long time. What is this? Let's have a look at Valia has. Takes his round with the gets the shots on the gloves. Good strength to get it close and clinch.
So I've got better Billy. Alright.
That's no punch on the right hand punch.
Nothing unusual about that.
Put fangen Sunflower Armor.
The lead trainer of both boys, Stevie Beck, just clearing over the top road there. He won his fight in very good fashion earlier on. Called out Callum Walsh. Heading into round 2 here of this world title fight.
Has looked to jump in with the 2-1-2. Well, it's not really landed it.
Kevin almost found the uppercut a couple of times in this round. So Lee Holl's come forward, went through it again there, and did land it. Just dug his toes in that one and finished. Set his feet for that one. There was a couple of really big blows that was landed. Second half of this round.
Watch out for that looping, big looping right. They're going to catch you, camera, or just step out of distance.
Yeah, he's been there today.
Yeah. I wouldn't say McKenna's
Nope.
really settled. Still in play here. I'll find any quicker. Just under the big looping.
60.
He was moving inside the jab. the inside there, Billy Hart landed as well.
Yeah, short clubbing shot.
Second off and around here, Billy Hart.
Because my birthday is in October.
Punches.
And I know they're similar age, same age. Anyhow, looks like he's on his next
Still got
Back yourself.
certainly hasn't changed a lot.
Steve Collins, behind Finn Balor and Becky Lynch there, the Celtic Warrior. One of my favourites, I have to say. Milltown against Chris Eubank. Just everything around it was absolutely fascinating. Just intoxicating. So really hypnotist, the ring war, the whole everything. The fights to be involved in that would have been. Kennedy's talked about going outdoors to TMX Park, the GAA ground in Mono, 29,000 it holds, and that would be a real collector's item. There's plenty of work to do here around the pitch, you would probably say, through the first two. Aligar with some good success in the second half of that second round, particularly in between rounds. His trainer was really helping him, wasn't he? He kind of turned around, put it in the kind of corner, and scrambled Aligar to tell him, listen, this guy's not going to take this guy.
I don't think McKenna's properly settled into the fight yet. You know, Aligar's awkward, isn't he? He's physically strong in his inches. He's landed a couple of decent shots where I think McKenna's got there's another one. Good body shot.
One shot, you'll be saying, another shot.
It's calling you.
Just stop getting stop.
Probably about 72.
On the far side, as you say, that physically is an interesting matter, isn't it? Because he's solid.
You'd think that McKenna would want to use the range a bit more, use his reach advantage, keep him on the outside. Once he got his all the rest of the kick, that's all tiring at that drainer as the fight goes on.
Especially for titles with long leaders.
Does he look good, John? Good than you.
Oh.
He just can't give it a space and approach on that far side. And his hands
He's having success on the inside of Eva. You just wonder at what cost. You know, they took him more out than it needs to be. He could be banging these rounds at those range and conserving energy.
When you've been hurt to the body, you want to get it back, you know, and I think that's what we're seeing here. He's still on the body shot, now he's trying to get back to himself. You see it?
Those kinds of punches, shoot right hand on the inside. Let's go down the inside to Evan, Johnny, and Teacher.
Thanks very much, Andy. Yeah, I want to get your thoughts, guys, because the guys there involved saying that Aaron McKenna taking a little while to settle, but he had some success there towards the end of that third round. How do you see it?
I don't think Aaron's found the mechanism yet. I think it's found the mechanism that Aaron first, he's put them on the side. Once Aaron
Agree with that?
Yeah, probably. I thought he did well in the first round, like keeping them at the end of the job and keeping it long and using all this best assets, being accurate. Just have
I left in 1969.
in the second round, they come in and he is dangerous if you can get them back top shots off, and he looks at uppercuts as well. So if he gets into close quarters and you want to have a brawl, I think that will play into his hands.
And the next year.
Second attempt, round 4. So it's the
Lawrence
fourth.
from
Vacant. Will all times and on the line. Aaron McKenna in the black. Espinosa Lehar in the white. Watching this so far, Lehar shooting to left with a big uppercut with the ropes on the far side. Didn't connect. The punches together nicely there, McKenna, but Lehar was just pulling back, so he took the sting off them.
There was still nice to his high catches, straight shots, where he was his own danger of being captured because he had the end of it and he going away from things. I think again, should be looking to win these early rounds as easy as possible because he's probably going to come on strong. In the second half, he's physical. He's going to want to make it physical. If he's losing the fight, he's going to want to make it really physical. So the 4 rounds, we get it back. Without taking it down, the better. He's not trying to have fun, he's trying to beat him up, but in doing so, he's taking the risk.
And he's done this from the early stage too, so he obviously fancies that this is the best route to victory for him. He does have the tools to keep it on the outside, as you two have been saying, but maybe he's just felt something in there, seen something in there that makes him believe that he can get on top of this guy, bully him a little bit, approach him.
Or he's trying to please the crowd. Just the inside was the danger that again affect and that hurt them. That was a good shot.
After the comments there, McKenna, they stayed where he was and came back with a right into the body himself. It's the final minute of round 4.
What do you think about it's charming?
The making of a New England begins here. England versus Pakistan, live on Sky Sports. Tell me a story.
What story would you like?
Hamlet, available from Friday on Sky Cinema.
This is the Lehar corner. So they drink well though with the advice there, and that is a crowd in the Free Arena in Dublin. Big night for Irish boxing. They find us have delivered so far. Joe Wardry, a very hard-earned win against Artur Kasparian, and then exactly the same thing with Alan Walsh against Tyler Denny. Stephen McKenna won earlier on. Can Aaron McKenna complete the set? 4 rounds deep. He said that he won that previous round. He worked harder than Lehar, got it on work rate, I would say.
I think McKenna's winning the round, and I think he's winning the fight. I just think he's making it harder than it needs to be.
the start of the fifth. That's what the pair of you have been talking about.
And just use your feet. Take a little step back. Gonna leave our attacks. We've seen two already out fighters improving distance fights. Execute proven fights.
Just pushing it back, trying to find a bit of space. I'm trying to fire as it's going backwards. Landed the jab and then just pulled back. Pretty hard came flying in, and so there's nothing there to hit. Is it just this distance a little bit better in this round, do you think, McKenna? Or in keeping with what you'd like to see? Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see
What fun.
He likes to throw money shots, he likes to get in those big distance, sort of big range shots, but I think he can keep it long, keep it straight. It's early doors anyway, trying to factor out, because this is probably going to be a 12-man fight. You want to try and conserve as much energy so you get into the second half where the lowers physically strong. He's not as good technical boxer as McKenna, but he's swapped and tough, and McKenna kind of elected to fight at this distance. He's making it harder than he needs to.
You don't see much of these days. They are a football. It's just like a England boxer. And it's so effective. It's so good to watch. Two guys want to be physically strong and just pound away at each other. And it's whoever's toughest prevails. It's not the most skillful or the most artistic.
Who's flushing toilet? Who's in that bathroom? You flushed it 3 times.
Some decent results so far. He's in control of this.
Nice job.
Finish the round. 5 rounds in.
Toilet like that, it's not fair, you know.
Yeah.
Don't be able to say out to them.
What?
Just as he was walking out to the ring, keep the pressure on.
5 times.
He's going to push. So maybe that's why he's approached the fight this way.
I think that's what they believe, that they can break him doing it like this. That's why they've chosen to go about it like this. It goes against the natural attributes that he's got, McKenna, but right from the beginning, really, this has been the method. Looking to attack this together. What he needs to do is going to take some of the play back as it is. He's dropping behind it.
He's not going to now standing tall, flashing and jamming and range.
Nice.
And then you give the guy a chance to hit you with a shot, just like it's inside.
That makes me.
Something that will come there really hard, but again, McKenna just looking to get there something. Right, then pretty much landed on the back.
Good that close to McKenna just before this. And I think they might be crazy, but they might be right. small cracks just on the show now. McKenna really fast, as you can see.
He's going around the ring, isn't he? Just turning off the ropes and getting a hold of it, walking it back towards the ropes. And then a pretty solid 230 seconds ago. The hot champ is high from McKenna. The accuracy is pretty good as well at the moment.
He's messing him around. It's disheartening.
Oh, that's true.
He's trying to get close to a guy. He's tying you up. He's putting you around. It's just on his chest there. Never find the word of an
Defense check.
being that close. You can't get any leverage to the shots.
You can't get any shots off himself either, can you? At that range, where a long range he could pop a shot in, and then where a Leo can't really catch him at long range. He's got to be a big range for Leo to land shots.
Sure.
But he's one of the rounds.
Yeah.
Very convincingly.
But is it in spite of, as opposed to because of? Yeah.
It's a world title fight, isn't it?
That is awesome.
20 seconds. Round 6 at the halfway stage. Let's go down ringside. Henley is with the Celtic Warrior.
Great to see you, Steve. Tell us at the halfway stage, how are you seeing it here tonight?
Well, I love how it's physically stronger than McKenna. Well, McKenna's got to find him on the inside. And I just think Aaron's just outboxing him. If they're going to wait for Aaron to slow down the second half, he's going to make a big mistake. And I've seen him in the gym. He can fight this way for 15 rounds. So is McKenna all the way. The Italian corner's got to do something drastic because they're losing.
Preston and Smith nodding along with you here. Just tell us how special to see a night like this here in Dublin.
Oh, it's absolutely great. Boxing in Dublin's never been as big as it is now. There's so many great fighters, got world champions, and they're an absolute high. And it's great to be here. Thank you again for your time.
And finally, on a personal note, how special would it be to see another Irish middleweight world champion?
Oh, absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I know they keep well, my son spars with him, so I see him spar and train quite often on them. He's such a gentleman, and he's a good fighter too, yeah.
We'll let you carry on watching the fight. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So into the start of round 7, and the two Irish middleweight champions we've had so far, both in the house. Steve Collins and the elite sat next to me. Aaron McKenna at the moment is on course to becoming number 3. He is well ahead of the halfway stage. 5-1, 6-0. You can only give a lead on that. I think it was the second. I think he probably did stick in his way. It's a decent combination for me. I just hit to his right hand side, found the left hand, but he didn't do a thing to me. Turning around really efficiently, getting those different angles.
Also, when you're in there, you just want to get that huge sense of
And they dealt like 5 damage to me.
Himself.
But his success in a few fights right now.
I'd have to crocodile, rare. Crocodile's the best one.
Adesso quando lo voglio domani come però devo mettere pressione, io so, devi metterci fuori, stai vicino.
Right, so yeah, see here's also a lot of bones of Goblin and Dosha. A good piece of food, guys.